All right, for today's topic.
Developing right now in Lake County, Florida Highway Patrol says this video is at the center of their investigation into a deadly crash over the weekend. Troopers claim 4 women were drinking while speeding. 3 of them died. Another is in the hospital tonight in critical condition. And Randy, you spoke to the sole survivor's mother. What did she say?
And spoke with her late this afternoon, and she described her daughter as a fighter, and she is certainly fighting for her life right now. As you mentioned, we have video that has been confirmed by FHP that they are using as part of this investigation. As FHP says, one of the women that you will see in this video is one of the women who was killed. Speeds appearing to top 100 miles per hour, and alcohol passed around the vehicle. Florida Highway Patrol says this video is now part of their investigation into this weekend's deadly crash in Lake County.
In that vehicle, if the video ends up being exactly what our investigators are able to prove, there was a lot of distraction in that car for the driver and for the other passengers.
Okay, maybe, I don't know, if the person drinking wasn't the one who, like, the one who lived, if she wasn't the driver.
You're not supposed to drink.
The one who lived, who wasn't the driver. If the rest of them are dead, what do they charge anyone with?
Because you're not supposed to drink in a moving car. You're not supposed to have open bottles in your car, whether you're driving or not.
So wait, they're gonna charge one of the passengers with drunk driving?
Not drunk driving, but you could. It depends of where they at. But I know that in here, you can get a ticket if you're not the one driving. It's not going to be drunk driving, of course. I don't know what the ticket is, but there's a ticket for that. Whenever you're driving, you're in the confine the vehicle and you're drinking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they're not going to put the whole thing on her, but
I mean, there's nothing to put on her. You can't charge her with an actual crime. Maybe you charge her with something for a ticket, but you can't. Like, if the driver was still alive, she'd probably go into jail for reckless manslaughter. Maybe for the DUI killing result, she could be facing 10, 15 years. But if she's not the driver, then there's really nothing. Like,
no, she's gonna have a fine.
Okay,
that's really what it is. So an investigation for a fine, and they're also just making sure that the person that is alive. The investigation is also to make sure that the person that is alive is also not the person driving. They're making sure that who was who and who was doing what.
I mean, you probably see who's driving.
That's what they're trying to figure out.
You see in the video.
Yeah,
but for the viewers who are not American, 115 miles per hour. Aren't you clocking at like 160?
No, you're closer to
200?
Well, 200 is
200 kilometers per hour.
200 is kilometers an hour is 120.
Oh so my days!
Because
100 kilometers per hour.
100 clicks is 60.
Hey, listen.
So it was almost double that. So yeah, you're almost at 100.
Listen. I said it the last time we covered one of these, and I'll say it again. I'm just glad they took themselves. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. As long as these people only take out themselves, it is what it is. It's what they do to other people. And this is why I'm against this stuff all the time. But yeah.
State troopers say the crash happened early Sunday morning along State Road 19, just south of State Florian Lane. Investigators say the driver failed to negotiate a curve, ran off the road, hit a pole, and flipped several times. They say no one was wearing a seatbelt and everyone was thrown from the Jeep.
Natural selection. No seatbelt, 200 kilometers per hour. Drinking. I mean, what you want me to say? Your daughter might be a fighter, but she's a fucking idiot. She was also fighting every bit of logic and responsibility. That's just what it is, bro. And I say this now, Abby, you're being harsh. You would never say that if this person ran off the road and killed 5 people. You would never say that to me. And again, people always look at, all right, who passed away? And that's how they judge a situation. Mm-hmm. But this is the same thing as if they flip off the road and kill 5 people. It's very possible for that to happen easily. So they were going on a straight and they flipped off the road, hit a post, and flipped a bunch of times. You do the same thing in any bunch of houses. You're in somebody's home and you're killing them while they're sleeping or whatever it might be. So,
but I just want to do the right stuff for my friends and smoke with cigarettes.
Bro, and they film themselves too. Like the levels of stupidity people reach.
The self-snitching is great.
Yeah, and
they were filming the speed. Like they don't usually whenever there's car crashes like that, they have to put like a special team that's there that analyzes the braking, the velocity, the number of flips, how long it took for the car to stop, to evaluate at what speed they were going. Now they just really have to look at an Instagram post.
Facts. Facts. Hey, listen, and I will speak on this topic for as long as it is going to exist. You guys can say I'm an asshole whenever we cover this. Let me tell you, man, the real assholes are the people who do this. They traumatize their family over what? So you could go 200 kilometers per hour? You traumatize your parents, everybody around you for what? Again, thankful you didn't kill nobody else. But who's the real asshole? And in my opinion, even though I don't think you deserve a crime, the people who sit in that car are just as culpable as they egg on the driver. You don't try to stop the person. You don't, when they're being reckless, when they're drinking. No, you join in on the fun. Then you just as trash in regards to the behavior, in my opinion. But I digress.
3 people were killed: Kenesha Lewis, Octavia Pugh, and Shakayla Mathis. A 4th passenger, Mariah Belcher, is in the hospital.
So she wasn't the driver.
My child is here, but it's 3 kids that lost their lives behind this. And I want their family to go through their grieving and not have to worry about my baby.
Mariah's mom says her daughter is still in critical condition but stable. She has a traumatic brain injury, fractured vertebrae in her neck, and suffered a spleen injury.
My whole ride from Alabama, all I can say is my child should live and not die. And she's fighting.
Marcia Knight says her daughter and her friends may have been leaving a party when they allegedly made the post on social media and crashed. She says it's hard watching that video and knowing a night of fun with friends ended like this.
The accountability on my half goes towards my daughter. Because if you knew this person had been drinking, you knew you guys were drinking before, there, after, why? You know what I'm saying? You know better.
Oh,
thanks, Mom.
Yes.
Comment.
And you see the kind of stress that she put her mom through, and her mom raised her better than that. It's like, you know better. What are you doing? It's refreshing. I'm not gonna lie. I did not see that coming.
With the mom taking accountability?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Not trying to make excuses or anything like that.
No. No,
I appreciate it.
I'd be so disappointed if one of my kids was involved in this situation. Obviously, I want them to pull through. There's no doubt. I don't want nobody to get hurt. But I'm like, why were you there? Did we not raise you better than that? And that's just a sad thing. But that shows you, too, when you go out, you're with friends, there's quite a lot of peer pressure involved with a lot of things. And people will give in to certain behaviors that they probably shouldn't. This is a bit of an extreme 200 kilometers per hour, drinking, whatever. How old were these people? Did they say?
I don't recall.
Okay, I'll caveat it with this. When people are young at that age, yes, they should know better. They're adults, blah, blah, blah. But they're also prone to impulsivity and really stupid decisions, especially when there's peer pressure. They take risks that they shouldn't take. And many of us have 1 or 2 stories where we're like, I could have died that night. Right?
Yep.
They died. They're your story, but they died. And, at least that's if they're young. If they're over 25, hey, man, tough luck.
Hot take.
Ooh.
I think it's bad. It's pretty freaking bad, no matter where you at. But I think it's worse when you're in the States. You do that shit here and you die, or you're in the hospital, at least your health care is free. Now, mama got to pay a whole ass bill on top of that. Mama was not in the car. She got to pay a whole ass bill of her staying in the hospital on top of that. I remember when I was in trouble, I did some stuff. When I was on top, I didn't give news and I came back late. And my mom was like, I hope something happened to you. I hope, because if nothing happened to you and you was on your bullshit and then you came home late and you just didn't say, the things I'm going to do to you compared to what should have happened for you to come in the States, you're going to have to pay a whole ass bill.
Maybe they got insurance, so we'll see. But the premium about to go up, so let's find out.
FHP says they're still waiting on toxicology reports in this investigation. They also have to compare data from the vehicle to how fast the vehicle was recorded in that video. Investigators are also reminding you to wear your seatbelt.
You can be charged. She could be charged for drinking.
What?
She could be charged for not wearing her seatbelt. She could be charged.
Hey, listen. Where's the reminder not be the biggest fucking idiot? I mean, that's 3 strikes, you're out. Speeding, drunk driving, no seatbelt. You die, you die. It is what it is.
And in a GoFundMe created for Kenesha Lewis, she is described as a mom of 5.
A mom of 5. So remember everything I said about her being young? The other women, I just looked at their picture. They look like they in their 30s. No, I don't feel bad.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad.
A mom of 5.
Yeah. A mom. that you're the real asshole. So wait, you were gonna abandon your kids so you could go drink, speed, and not wear a seatbelt? I'm sorry.
This answers your question of how old they were. Old enough.
I don't even care about the drinking part. They were speeding and not wearing the seatbelt. Drinking is just another layer of stupidity.
No. It starts with drinking and driving. Because at any speed, you're drinking, you're driving. At any speed. Then the rest is layers. What?
I mean, you could be charged for drinking and driving in a lot of situations. You could be sitting in your car just not even moving, and you could be charged with drinking and driving.
Yeah.
When you're speeding at that level, I don't care if you're sober. I don't care if you're the best driver in the world. I'm not with it. That's me personally. Drinking and driving, depending on the situation, yeah, it's bad. Okay, it's bad. The speeding, I mean, you can't kill someone unless you're going fast.
Not necessarily. There's some soft spot in your body. You could hit your head. You sideswipe someone and they hit their head on the side. They can go.
Sure.
They can go. It don't have to be that fast. It don't have to be that fast.
Listen, if you die from somebody going 15 miles per hour, I mean, that's on you, bro. Hey, man.
I'm laughing, but it's not because it's funny. It's more because I'm appalled. I'm like, five kids.
Like I said, it sounds like this ain't their first rodeo.
It was not their first, but it was their last.
That should be our mantra with all of these situations. I'm glad that they took themselves out. As far as I'm concerned, I don't even think this is a tragedy, bro.
It's just something that happened.
If you take a fork and you stick it in the outlet and you shocked to death, like, I don't know, what you want me to say, bro? You take a toaster, jump in a bathtub. Is that a tragedy?
You would just want to add a little buzz in your life.
Yeah, it's just one of the, I'll say this to you guys. If you are in a vehicle and someone's speeding like crazy, it's okay to get out. Don't just sit there and be like, oh my God, get out. You need a ride, pay an Uber. I know it sucks, whatever, don't matter, call a friend. Do not stay in that vehicle. Think of the last time we covered that couple that was speeding and they were stopped over, right? Now, forget the cop. Let's say they were just there and there was a third person in that car. There was you. And they just parked for 2 seconds after speeding. They were almost doing 200 kilometers per hour. They were going fast, almost hitting people, whatever. They stopped. Whether you live or not is determined by whether you get out of that car or not at that point. Because 5 minutes later, what were they? They were decapitated underneath a truck. So it's never worth it. I personally don't accept it when people do that. I'm like, yo, let me off. Drinking, don't even play with me. I'm not getting in that car. It's just, I don't think that shit's funny. I don't think it's cool. And I don't want to be an accessory or being there when you do something inevitably stupid. And look, so many people think, I can handle it. Okay, handle it when you're by yourself and you're on a highway and it's like a rural part and there's no one around. Handle it there. Don't have other people in the car. Because that's the thing I hate the most. Is these motherfuckers want to do all this corny ass speed thing and they got people with them and then you get them all killed. It's so stupid. But if you're that passenger, you have a responsibility to yourself to voice your own agency and say, I'm not accepting this. I don't care if they're your friend, their family, whatever it is, that's your responsibility. And if you don't take that and then you ended up being a victim of that whole situation, I don't even think you're that much of a victim, to be honest with you. That's me personally. Anything else?
No.
All right. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below.